Okay, so it's day 35, and it's the end of the week. It's Friday. I've been drawing for 1 week now, and I think it's pretty safe to say I'm ambidextrous. Um, I don't really know where I was going with this journey, but when I started, I definitely wouldn't say I was, but now I am. So honestly, I think we're gonna start doing something I've never done before and read what I wrote in my journal entry. I think it's safe to say I am ambidextrous. It's hard to acknowledge your own work and growth, especially when it feels like you work towards something for so long. This hard what? The fuck did I say? Bro, am I illiterate? Pause. Pause. I might cut that. But I think it's safe to say I'm ambidextrous. It's hard to acknowledge your own work and growth, especially when it feels like you work towards something for so long. It's hard to say you've arrived at the goal early, whatever that means. What was the journey for? What was I working for? The journey of growth I was searching for and tethered my ideas to was just an excuse to live. Yeah. Shit, I was fucking speaking. I agree with myself. Yeah, ambidexterity, whatever, like, project I work towards, whatever goal I have for myself, however I want to grow as an individual, ultimately I feel that it's just another excuse to live my life how I want to live it. I make these creative projects and choose to go down these different routes of expression, but ultimately it's the same thing. I'm choosing how I want to live. That's it. When I first started this series, I was like, this is gonna be about the many ways in which I've been cajoled away from living in my authenticity. But even when I started doing this, I was being my authentic self. I just didn't take the time to step back and recognize it. And it's really hard to do that. Like, especially for me, right? For the past several years of my life, I have spent it trying to grow and be a better, different person, someone that I could say I'm proud to be. And I've just been so focused on this growth and learning, self-love, that I never took the time to step back and see that, like, I am that person. And I definitely feel like I've talked about this in another video, but ultimately, what I am talking about is this sense of imposter syndrome. And it's hard to really, like, say that I am something, I am ambidextrous. I am an artist. I am a human. I am good looking. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm beautiful. I think I'm funny. I think I'm smart. And, like, you can call me stupid if you want. Maybe it's egotistical. Definitely is a little bit. But I love myself, and I've worked very hard to get to this type of moment for myself. And I'm taking the time to appreciate that in the manner in which I deserve. It takes that type of time to cultivate that vulnerability and comfort with it, so that you can wear these acts of love for yourself on your sleeve. Because, like, you're going to get judged. You're going to get judged every day. You're going to get judged for trying to be happy for yourself. So, like, be happy regardless of what anybody says. But that ties back into imposter syndrome, because it's like, it feels like we have to work really hard to be happy. It feels like we have to work tirelessly to be happy. It feels like happiness is a goal and not a state of being. I've also talked about that before, right? And it was in the video where I was talking about to be or to settle. I think that was the title. But honestly, when we're saying that we can achieve happiness later, we're settling for the fact and saying that I don't think I have what it takes to be happy for myself right now. When you have everything that you need to be happy for yourself in every moment, no matter how shitty the situation may be, you can find something to hold on to at the end of the day about yourself that can make you happy, no matter how shitty your situation is. Right? Like, for real, think about it. Kids in Gaza are still smiling. And you saying your life is shitty? Come on. Kids in Gaza are still smiling. Like, there's zero excuse not to work towards a better tomorrow for yourself and those that you care about. And it requires the recognition that to be who you want to be starts immediately. And saying that I am this. And the journey of growth that I'm going to undertake is just me getting better at living, at being me. That's all it is. Honestly. And once you get there, it's freeing. There's no more stress about trying to think about any standard that you may need to attach yourself to, or like pressing yourself against the clock and saying, I have to get this now. I have to get it like this because I need to apply that pressure to myself like this. Well, if you need to apply that pressure to yourself like that, and it's removing you from the peace that you've cultivated that's accelerated your growth, is it really what is best for you? Like, what have you done to put yourself in that situation, right? Just now, earlier today, I fucked up at work, and because of my error, it made the last like 2 hours of the day a lot harder than they needed to be. But you know, like, what happened? I took a step back on that drive home and I was like, that was my fault. You know, I wanted to rush things, and because I wanted to rush things when it didn't need to happen, I started that domino effect to put myself and this other person down this course of events. And that same type of thinking is what hit me about other aspects of my life that I had been participating in, you know? For a very long time, I was settling and treating my life as if I was a victim to it. Acting as if I didn't have control of the company that I kept. But then, over time and through healing, it forced me to recognize that I control who I keep around me. I control who I put my time into. I control how I want my life to look. If that means that I have to be a bit more selfish so that I can accomplish the goals that let me live, then so be it. Because not everybody is going to be there for you to watch you succeed, right? I said it earlier in this series too, but people don't want to watch the journey. They want the end result, and that's okay. But that means you have to recognize that when you're walking on your journey of bettering yourself and trying to accomplish your dreams, it's going to be lonely at times, because it's on you to put in the effort that you need to do to make it happen. You get me? You can sit there wishing and yearning that someone will see the effort that you put into yourself and into your passions, but nobody will ever know or care as deeply as you do. And that is why you need to love yourself to the deepest effects possible, right? And when you're loving yourself to these deepest effects possible, it allows you to love your work to that same effect. It allows you to love others to that same effect. It allows you to love everything about the world around you to that same depth that you can reach yourself, right? That's what those topics I was talking about of adjunct loneliness, labor of love, and interpersonal love was all about, honestly. Like these connections of love and their importance into our self-development and actualization, right? Because ultimately, all it is there to do is help us recognize that we already are everything that we need to be. We just need to put the effort in to grow into it where it matters. I've been 35 days consistent in my growth and increasing my ambidexterity, but I've always been ambidextrous. It just wasn't equal. You get me? It's about investing the proper time and effort in a manner that can satisfy you, because you enjoy the journey. The goal and product of it is ultimately meaningless. The journey is where all the gold is. Okay? So, I'll see you guys.